Oh shit, it gets real now. It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another reaction to an episode of Dead City. This is my reaction to Season 2, Episode 1, which is called Power Equals Power. Obviously that's a play on words because power means literal power and also power like energy, electricity and all of that. And we know that that's what they're leaning on for the second season. How Negan's crew and the Croat and the Dama's crew have power in both senses. So I think that's what they're really gonna play off of in this first episode. But based on last episode, hopefully things will start ramping up as far as a better plot line. The plot of the first season was somewhat, I would say, underwhelming and it was kind of predictable. So I hope that they make it more entertaining. We know that Negan has Lucille now, or a new version of Lucille. So he's going back to his old ways, so that in itself makes the story interesting in some ways. So let's dive right into this reaction. Love how they have him wearing the leather jacket, so you think it's Negan. We're in Mad Max territory now. They're obviously collecting the walkers to get their methane from them. There it is. Do we have to see the process? Because it's kind of nasty. That's the gas, right? Yeah. That's a cool visual. There's the missing toe. We still don't know the backstory for that. Like, why? You know? Was it just the Croat wanting to torture him? Was that all it was? Oh, she did bring the hat that Negan gave her to bring as a souvenir. That's crazy. There it is again. They're really focusing on it. I wonder if she's actually presented that to Herschel Jr. as Negan's gift. There's Negan. Why is he in prison?
Got any leftovers?
What's in it for me?
Well, what's in it for you is you don't have to eat a plate of cockroaches. Or I can trade you for this lovely bucket of my very own piss and shit.
No.
What about the boy? You know, I have been thinking about that myself. You see, he is home. He's safe. And in order to get to him, he would have to go through his mom, who I'm not sure if you recall, but she is a mama bear that would tear out your throat.
That she is.
Right after she gutted you with her claws.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I've been thinking about. Hey, don't you worry about me. I'm good. Look at this. I got this nice bed. I got a private toilet. Gourmet meals. Oh, just how I like it. Crunchy on the outside and soft in the middle.
He didn't like that.
In that case,
Negan is no snitch.
things will have to escalate.
Who are they? The Croats people found them? Someone snitched.
Y'all don't remember me from admission day. I'm Charlie
Oh,
Bird,
who the hell is this?
governor of the New Babylon Federation.
Oh,
Your governor. Got a feeling you'd rather hear from someone whose reputation precedes him. A man who traveled to a distant land, made huge discoveries, and as if that weren't enough, tracked down the notorious outlaw Negan and brought him to justice.
Pearly?
All that's left today are crumbling buildings and 1 million dead souls. It's been overrun by lawless barbarians. So what's our interest in it? Why'd we go there? To bring it back. It's not too late. Manhattan can once again inspire and spread hope and serve as a bastion for civilization.
They're looking
I'm not
for
gonna lie, it's not gonna be
volunteers
easy.
to fight.
Which is why we've been going from town to town, drafting soldiers for an exploratory mission, as is the Federation's right by treaty.
Yeah, no, I don't think
You're
anyone's
scared.
interested.
I get it. Look, this is a fight. This is
I
a
don't think
mission
it's
worth
going to be
fighting.
voluntary. They're going to force people to go. Well, she will. He wants it to be voluntary. She doesn't.
State your name and town.
Jason Ornell. Matchburg.
State your crime.
Public execution?
After arrival at Matchburg, Mr. Ornell chose to shamefully flee rather than face conscription. He was apprehended in the forest. Code 52, Section 8. Refusal or evasion of registration into the armed forces of the New Babylon Federation shall be punishable by public execution.
Where the hell is like CRM and Commonwealth? That almost looked like Negan's factory, like the sanctuary. I think that was purposeful as well.
Our eyes and ears on the mainland have intercepted messages between the colonies. There is to be an exploratory mission, followed by a massive land invasion. So, we must be ready with an army of our own. To that end, Uptown is controlled by 3 groups. They are ferocious and territorial. The park sits between them, acting like a buffer.
No man's land.
Yeah, because no man comes out alive. If we can form an alliance, bring everyone onto our side, then New Babylon won't stand a chance.
The person that can do that is Negan. He's shown that he could make people fall in line, or force them at least.
It was a brainchild of a man named Bruegel. Unsurprisingly, he has accumulated a good deal of wealth from this trade, weapons and food, armor.
We keep hearing that name, Bruegel. Let's see what he's all about.
I've invited them to the church afterwards for a little nightcap. My overtures have gotten us as far as they can go. What's required now is leadership. Inspire them. Manipulate. Terrorize.
Everything
Put on
Negan's
a
good
show.
at.
Whatever it takes to get them on board. Is it to your liking? You're a gin man, right?
I am indeed. Here's the thing, I feel like we had this conversation a couple months ago.
So it's been months.
My answer is still the same. Hell no.
You yourself have seen what New Babylon is capable of. As Dallas says, we have been given a gift.
So it's really
Your
two
world, it was a place of
bad
suffering
sides.
and injustice, yes. But our
Neither
past
side is good
erased
here. Neither
with
Dama's crew
nothing.
nor the Babylon, the New Babylon.
We can bring the city back in wondrous new ways. Church can be a power plant, a gym teacher can command an army.
This is a little too fancy for my taste. But I do appreciate the gesture.
It's a no from Negan again.
When our people were out searching for you, they heard whispers of a settlement in Tennessee that was home to a woman and child.
Oh.
Annie and Joshua, if I'm not mistaken.
Talk
Their
about
wagon train
manipulation.
left for Missouri, as you know, considering you yourself paid the driver. But a flooded Mississippi rerouted them to Memphis. I hate spoiling the surprise. But now that they're en route to the island, I suppose you'd want to make your preparations.
Damn. So they're basically threatening Negan. You either help us or we kill your family. By the way, I love the callback to Negan being a gym teacher.
And those museums and churches, they've all been looted or blown up. There's this one bridge, high up between the buildings. It started to fall, but then it caught itself and got all twisted. So it's like, here, I'll show you.
Is he supposed to be spilling the tea like that? Is that safe? Maggie's gonna be pissed.
I think you could be an asset to the mission. You've been there. You got your son back from the Croat. You know his weakness is how he operates.
You've got it all figured out, I guess.
I know how you feel about New Babylon. I got my doubts too.
Why now? Why all of a sudden do you want to bring back Manhattan? You want the methane.
Exactly.
I've seen the moths. You're running out of ethanol.
We're in this together.
Are we? Where's your wife, then? Where are your daughters? Why aren't they coming to Manhattan? Exploratory mission, huh? Because we're just the first wave. The conscripts, just a bunch of fucking guinea pigs.
I'll remind you that you're
Damn.
now members of the
Which
Federation.
you forced us into.
So
Cut off all of our
even if you
trading
can't see
partners.
this
Not that I
interest as
voted
much as
for
mine,
it.
You're coming.
Is that right, Marshal?
Colonel. It's Colonel now.
If I'm treaty bound, then it'd be my duty to inform your superiors what really happened to Negan.
She could play that game too, Colonel Pearlie Armstrong.
If I come to the island,
Sorry your wife and son got dragged into this. But think of it as less a threat to your family and more a chance to welcome them. into a
Nope,
larger
I don't
family.
think he sees it that way.
Hey. I have a surprise for you.
Here we go. Lucille.
Huh?
Yep.
Just like the original Lucille. Although I have added some, shall we say, improvements. I understand. After a long break, when a performer takes the stage again, he wants to try out new material. But in the end, all the audience really wants are the greatest hits.
That's true for sure for Negan. And as far as the audience being us,
She single-handedly rescued her son from the Croat.
so let's just draft her.
We could try. Over her dead body, as she put it. Either we bring her on incentivized
Yeah.
alive, or we
over
throw
her
away yet
dead
another
body,
opportunity.
that's for sure.
count, we have 20 able-bodied soldiers here. Is this woman worth 20 soldiers?
I think she is.
So then let her prove it.
I think that's smart. We'll conduct an assessment of the woman.
What kind of assessment?
If you plan on taking the place of 20 conscripts on the island, it won't be soldiers you'll be fighting.
Walkers? Yeah.
Only just found out.
Anyone
Yeah,
intending
right.
to enlist, step up to the corral.
So this is the group that we're supposed to be rooting for. I think I'll take my chances rooting for the Croats crew at this point. She's got it under control. Yeah. Obviously that was coming. Maggie was gonna save her. I guess they passed the assessment. I feel like this episode is gonna end with Negan and another Negan monologue with Lucille. There he is. That's pretty epic. Not gonna lie. That entrance.
Thank you all for coming. From what I gather, y'all hate each other's guts. And I gotta say, I get it. I just walked in the door and I already hate your guts. And yet here we are, all together in God's house. I gotta say, I was a little surprised that nobody got, I don't know, struck by lightning or burst into flames. I mean, after all, we are the walking manifestation of sin. But here's the thing. Why bring this motley group of shitheads together? I mean, what is the fucking point? Anybody recognize this? It's a badge. A lawman's badge. From the New Babylon Federation. See, I got this badge when the asshat that was chasing me down lost it. That is correct. I was once a wanted man. So I came here. I came here because I hear this island's got no laws.
Got that right, bitch.
Oh.
The question is, are you going to keep it that way? See where this badge came from? There's a hell of a lot more of them, and they are coming here right now as we speak. You join us. You put aside your differences, and we fight. We keep New Babylon.
Ah, my lord, kumbaya.
And you are?
He's gonna get killed.
Christos. That's a very cool name.
What if we don't want to put aside our differences?
Why don't we all just take a breath?
What if we like things just the way they are? And we don't give a fuck about someone else's problem?
Negan's gonna
Now, I don't know what
smack your ass.
the old lady was hoping for, but there is no way I am bending the knee to some skinny fucking
Negan's
bitch-ass
like,
old man
I think I'm gonna need my Lucille here.
who's come here out of fucking nowhere thinking he can sell us on some bullshit. Because if we're fighting, I think we know whose ass we're fucking up.
Damn right.
Oh shit.
my fault.
It gets real now.
It is. I'm going to take all the blame for it, but I think we're having a little bit of a misunderstanding. I am not asking for any kumbaya. You see, I am not a preacher. And you sure as shit ain't no congregation. But you are going to fight, and not for the common good. I could give a rat's ass about the common good. No, you are going to fight. You're going to fight because I say so. Get that fucking thing out of my face. Nah. Get that fucking thing out of my face.
That was the surprise. The Croat's excited.
Methane. We got it, you don't. We got the bright lights, the cool cars, the awesome weapons. We got bombs. You see, power
Equals power.
equals power. It's as simple as that. So if you ain't with us, I guess you're in for a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
So why don't y'all
Literally.
talk amongst yourselves? Think about it. And do me a favor, huh? Don't think too hard.
Negan did what he had to do to force them to fall in line. I have a feeling Bruegel is gonna wanna take over everything. Call back to Maggie throwing the knife in the original show.
After everything that happened.
The
Why?
Dama.
You went through my things?
What
The
did they say to
drawing,
you?
yep.
Nothing.
Did something happen to you there?
Well, other than being kidnapped?
Does the city have some kind of pull on you?
No.
Who is this one?
I don't know. I saw her face on some billboard or something.
So Maggie and the rest are gonna go in this exploration opportunity. Meanwhile, Negan is in power again on the other side. And Herschel Jr. is not doing too well. There's definitely something there. Herschel Jr. was lying about the Dama and why he has that drawing. That's a lot of walkers.
You've been getting a lot of attention.
There's something I gotta do. You know what he's capable of.
We received the signal. The new Babylonians breached the island.
The fight
If the
begins.
soldiers are dead, I'll find them.
I want you to bring Negan here.
Oh,
I'm gonna line them all up and kill them all. Boom.
oh shit.
Was this a game?
That was the Croat and Maggie. Oh, another Lucille moment. Alright, that was my reaction to Season 2, Episode 1 of Dead City, Power Equals Power. This was an interesting episode, I would say. It wasn't as entertaining as it should have been. The only entertaining, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, was the Negan monologue. So that's got to say something about, you know, the whole thing, because if that's the only thing we're really excited for this entire episode, there's something missing, you know what I mean? Anyway, it looks like there's going to be more going on in the next episode, and it looks like we're actually going to get into it finally in the next episode and get some more action, get some more actual layers to the story. So far, it's been mostly set up, and I feel like the entire first season was set up. So it feels like we just need to get into it. You know what I mean? But I did enjoy all of the Negan moments. I think the Negan moments were the only reason this episode was decent enough to watch. But I am definitely intrigued to see where the story is going to go and what they're going to do going forward with what they've already set up for a season and one episode now. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.